C here. Today we're going to go over the week 6 take-home quiz. This one was a little longer. It's the quiz that you guys took last week. If you're not, this week's quiz is going to be shorter than this significantly. So without further ado, we're just going to go ahead and get started. Okay, number 1. Which best describes how energy from the sun helps maintain life on Earth? The answer is A. It heats Earth's atmosphere and surface, which helps stabilize temperatures and creates environments more favorable for life to exist. It doesn't form the ocean's water. It doesn't prevent the destruction of magnetic fields. It's not absorbed into the mantle. The whole point of greenhouse gases is that they trap heat, but we don't want that. We want them to not trap heat so that Earth can reflect that heat back out. So the answer is A. How does the tilt of Earth's axis affect seasons? Answer is A, by changing the amount of direct solar energy reaching the surface of Earth. If that is still a tricky concept to you, please make sure you watch the videos that I embedded last week, and make sure that you watched or read the articles, because they did a really solid job of explaining that. Number 3, how does the energy produced by the sun travel to Earth? By the radiation of electromagnetic waves through space. Remember when we talked about the electromagnetic spectrum? This is super important. All light is in the electromagnetic spectrum. Okay, 4. What is most likely to occur when the sun, moon, and Earth are aligned in a relatively straight line? A larger than normal height difference between low tides and high tides. So that was the spring tides and neap tides. And in this week's PowerPoint, I'm embedding a slide for you to review that, just in case it wasn't as clear as it needed to be. Number 5, what natural phenomenon occurs as a result of Earth rotating on its axis? Day and night. That's how that happens. Number 6, which of these statements best explains the shape of Earth? Because of its rotation about its axis, Earth has a greater circumference around the equator than around the prime meridian. So the equator is the latitudinal line that goes down the middle, or it goes around the middle of Earth, and because Earth is a sphere, that is the widest part of the sphere. What is an effect of lowering levels of solar radiation striking Earth? Decreased rates of photosynthesis. Hopefully you guys watched the photosynthesis video. I know that probably felt a little out of place, but it is important for you guys to know that going into biology in 11th grade. So make sure you did watch and pay attention to that one. Number 8, the moon goes through phases as it revolves around Earth. During which phase of the moon would it be possible for a solar eclipse to occur? It can only happen during a new moon, which is where it's like not really, where it's completely black, by the way. Number 9, the moon revolves around Earth once every 29.5 days. It takes the moon the same amount of time for it to complete one rotation. Because of this phenomenon, the same side of the moon always faces the Earth. Which best explains what makes the timing of the revolution and rotation of the moon equal? The answer is C, the pull of gravity on the moon by Earth. It's where you get like the man in the moon stuff, because he's always there, because you're always seeing the same side of the moon. So we've never seen the dark side of the moon. During the year, the angle at which the path of the sun appears in the sky varies. In the northern hemisphere, the path of the sun appears higher on the horizon during the summer and lower on the horizon during the winter. Which factor most contributes to the variation in the path of the sun across the sky? The answer is B, the tilted axis of Earth. A lot of these are coming just directly from that information that you were supposed to learn last week. So if you do have any questions, make a phone call with me. I'd love to explain it for you, but also it's in the notes and stuff too. Which of these is the main source of electromagnetic energy that we use? The sun. The heat of an ocean tide is variable throughout the month, depending on the alignment of the sun, the moon, the Earth. The diagram shows some of the phases of the moon. During which phase of the moon would Earth experience the highest tides? The answer is phase 2, because that is when the least amount of the moon is covered, and so it has the greatest pull. Number 13, nuclear fusion is the source of energy for stars. Besides hydrogen, which other element is most likely also common in stars? Helium. All stars are made of hydrogen and helium. Our sun is made of hydrogen and helium. 14, India is in the northern hemisphere and Australia is in the southern hemisphere. In June, it is summer in India and winter in Australia. What is the main reason the seasons are opposite? The answer is A, because Earth is tilted on its axis. Number 15. How does the latitude of a region affect its climate? By determining the angle of sunlight throughout the year. So the common theme is that the tilt causes seasons, the rotation causes days and nights, and then latitude has to do with like how much sunlight you get, which invariably affects seasons. Number 16. The length of time between night and day on Earth varies throughout the year. This time variance is explained primarily by Earth's angle of tilt. A direct alignment of bodies in the solar system can occur. This alignment causes which phenomenon at what point on Earth? This is when the sun and the moon are directly lined up and you get a solar eclipse. Number 18. Which subatomic particles are involved in the nuclear fusion that powers the sun? Protons and neutrons. And that's just a review from when we talked about alternative energy and nuclear fission. And you will learn a lot more about that next semester in physical science. Number 19, which is true about the way sunlight changes from winter to summer? Sunlight is more intense in the summer. And then Mars' axial tilt is 25.19 degrees. Earth's axial tilt is 23.5. What does this most likely indicate about Mars? It's that Mars has more extreme seasonal changes than Earth because of that tilt. So, I know I kind of sped through these. I didn't realize that I did. I guess I had a lot of coffee this morning. But I just wanted you guys to have this. If I didn't do a great job explaining some things for you, then please, please, please reach out to me. I've got nothing but time. All of us have nothing but time. I am here to help you. And I just want you to understand and be successful. I know that this information is a little trickier, but I know that you guys can get the hang of it. Hopefully the materials and resources I provided you made sense. If they did not, please let me know. But I'm here to help in any way. I love y'all. I miss y'all. And I hope I get to talk to you guys soon.